Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aquarians. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you this week. Talk to me, my guides. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it popping. Let's go. What's going on, my Aquarians, please? My guides and spirit team. What do we got? Yeah, the deck wants to speak to you. There it is. Okay, so this is very mental and creative. I usually see this energy quite a bit with water signs. It's artistic, it's expressive, but there could be a lot of extra layers to this, my friends, and we'll dive into it. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this beautiful card. So we see this woman, she is an art model. You see various different forms of art and sculptures and paintings and statues. So when I see this, I always link it to water sign energy, like someone who's of the water signs, but it's imaginative, it's creative. And I've been seeing this in the other air signs this week, is that there could be a lot going on in your head, a lot going on in your mind, and spirit could be urging you to express yourself artistically or creatively in some way. Specifically, if you're overthinking or you're over emotional, that water sign type of energy, it's good for you to have an outlet. Bring something from the etheric realm and put it out into the material. So create something if you need to. And I always see this, especially in like Pisces and Cancerian readings. And I know a lot of Aquarians, very unique, very creative individuals, but this is super artistic and spirit could be wanting you to release pressure through pursuits like that. If not, your mind could just be going quite a bit. But let's get you into tarot. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But let's get you 3 of these in the upright before we get into the intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up. What do we got for the Aquarians, please, my guys? So, last week's reading was different than usual. You know me, I usually like title these readings with like 3 or 4 words max. But last week your reading was a sudden change of heart. And that could have been happening for a lot of Aquarians out there, where your opinions about something could have changed quickly, or your thoughts on a person could have been very volatile or prone to switch for whatever reason. I was picking up big changes of heart in last week's reading. So we'll see what we have for you this week. You know energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Let's go. Let's get you 3 cards, though. What do we got for Aquarius, please? Okay, 2 of Cups, the realm of interpersonal relationships, those that we're closest connected to, could be very important for whatever reason. So let's pop that right here. Let's keep going. Let's get you 2 more, because that's only 1 card of the whole entire spread. All right, yeah, another 2. So the repeating numbers are showing up here. There could be some omens that spirit wants you to take a look at. Some signs and synchronicities are already showing up in this week's reading with the 2 of Pentacles. Now, the positive thing is those are the most positive 2s in the whole deck. Let's get you 1 more card. What do we got for Aquarius? Thank you. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, big money focus, possibly. There's something connecting to finance as well. So Aquarius, it looks like we have things from various different areas of life showing up in this week's spread. Okay, so we could be looking at work and business. Let's go through, I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitiveness. So at first glance, when we look down here, obviously we have 2 cards that are of the earth suit. Very earthy, money focus, business focus, like something connected to the material is important, but we also have water. And 2 cards of partnership, 1 card of kindness. So we have a lot of different things that are somewhat interconnected here. But elementally, earth and water usually is bountiful, usually it is blessings. But position number 1, the 2 of Cups, double 2s. So I'll just repeat that once again. Signs and synchronicities from spirit. You could be seeing a lot of number signs in this time, so we'll see how this plays out. But the 2 of Cups is a card of soulmates. close emotional connections. Now, this can be romantic, could be a romantic soulmate. This could be a very good friend, someone that you've known for a very long time, or spirit could just be literally highlighting your personal relationships, those that you have emotional connections with. So I really want to see what this card could be when we clarify it. Usually it is a card of good partnerships, but once again, we have to see what that's about. And I find this interesting that last week's energy was very interchangeable, and now we have twos. And the same thing could be said with twos. Those energies could be volatile sometimes. Now, pressing forward, we're going to the Two of Pentacles here. As with all twos, it could be decisions, choices, and partnerships. All these things are showing up again and again and again. And when I see these two cards together, I feel like we're in for some important messages when we go into clarify. Okay, you might have a lot of decisions to make in this time. You might really need to plot your course, plan what you're going to do next, plan what you're going to do, like all those things. There could be a lot of decisions and choices on the table when I see this. But the Two of Pentacles is usually very harmonious. It's a beautiful energy of things coming into balance, and it could be influxes of money. So at face value, these top cards are good, but I want to see what the bottom says. When we get to the Six of Pentacles, this card is very giving. So maybe you feel like you're a very generous individual. Maybe you feel like you've given a lot to somebody, or you've given a lot of yourself to a situation, or you currently do. That could absolutely be it with this Six of Pentacles. It's also charitable. So like donations, gifts, presents. So when we see this card of gift giving, this could be spirit getting ready to send you a blessing, or maybe you're wanting to bless somebody as well. Like, it's very kind. So when I see all these cards together, yes, there's like beautiful blessings that could be coming as well, but there's a lot of undertones that I'm feeling already, Aquarius, because we're going to need to dive deeper on all this. So let's do that. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here. And I know I was seeing blessings for you a few weeks ago too. I feel like there's more than meets the eye with this week's reading. But yes, this is where I go intuitive with this reading, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Two of Cups. And yes, my friends, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you could drop it down below. I don't mind at all. All right, Two of Cups time. Why is that Two of Cups here? Thank you. Yeah, Three is a crowd type of energy. Okay, for some of you, this could easily be somebody that you were intertwined with in regards to work and business showing up in this spread, or someone that you work very closely with as a unit, as a team. But for some reason, that word Three is a crowd just popped up into my head, because we have interpersonal relationships up here now on the bottom with the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Maybe this is somebody that works very well with your energy, or you feel like has the possibility to work extremely well with your energy. But there could be big work situations showing up here with all this earth for sure. Now, the Three of Pentacles is creative. It's artisanal. It's working well together as a unit. And we want to see how the rest of this plays out. But this could be representing somebody whose energy works very well with yours. Even if you're going through issues and problems, there's something with this energy where it seems easy. That could be coming in for a lot of you if it's not already there. But I also feel the reason I said Three is a crowd is that you might work better together with somebody on a one-on-one basis than you would in a bigger group, okay? Or like, you should keep your dynamic with a person like me and you and me, instead of like a bigger group, because that's when things could get a little shifty. And I don't mean it like third-party situation like that, but that's just what the numbers are telling me. You know, like when other energies, when other people start getting added, then things get funky. We're going to move over to the Two of Pentacles. But lots of earth here. I hope that made sense, what I was trying to put down for you, Aquarius. But either way, this is someone that you could build with and work with. Okay, if it's not someone who's there, it's someone that could be coming in. Thank you. Yeah, planted. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Two of Pentacles, karma. The hands of karma, I feel like a lot of you need to know that like there is going to be some sort of karmic debt paid. And it doesn't just have to, I'm not saying that to be a fearmonger or scary or anything like that. Let's go through it. Now, once again, more pentacles, more earth. There's a lot of money here for some reason, or there's a lot to do with the material aspect. And when I mean material, that means family, that means home, that means work. There's a lot of these things like really taking up a lot of the Aquarian mindset for some reason. But the Seven of Pentacles is usually waiting on things to calm down. Some of you might be in that place with this energy. Like, listen, I'm going to wait for things to calm down a little bit before I pick my next move, before I do this. But when I see these energies together, this is one of the karmic cards of reaping what you sow. What you put forth, you get back in return. When I see this Two of Pentacles, that's a card of balance, like a yin-yang. These are karmic in nature in the center. So I feel like some of you need to see that. Like, don't be vengeful, all right? And I don't know why I feel like I need to say this, Aquarius, but don't be vengeful. If someone's wronged you, if someone's done you wrong, don't feel like you need to be vengeful. The hands of karma, the hands of fate will handle this. Okay, I feel like I just need to give that message to a lot of Aquarians, okay? Take it for what it's worth. You know, like it could be a karmic lesson for a person. It could be a karmic debt being paid. But this is a big warning about the hands of karma being in play. And when we speak about karma, this is a very big topic, right? It's not just like getting what you deserve. This speaks about the progression of life, the cycles of life, the beginnings and the endings. So a lot of you could be experiencing extremely heavy transformation in this time. Massive changes and transformation are showing up here. We're going to push forward to the Six of Pentacles, but this could be a warning about karma. Let's see what's up with the Six of Pentacles. So much Pentacles. We have like most of the suit out already. But let's see why that Six of Pentacles is there. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the shadow. Interesting stuff, my friends. Okay, yeah. So we do have the Four of Swords in reverse here. Okay. Now, a lot of you might feel like you've been too generous in the past. That's like a big energy I'm picking up here. Or either you feel like you're too generous, or you've been too kind, or you've given so much to something, or maybe you feel like someone hasn't given enough. But the Four of Swords in reverse to me is usually an action card. And when I see it under the Six of Pentacles, it's like, I always give. Like I'm always giving. So whether that's through a dynamic, whether that's through work, the effort you put in, you might feel like you're always on the other side of the scale. You're always giving. Now, also, this is a karmic card to me as well with the Six of Pentacles because he's holding the scale. So half of this spread is karmic indeed. So when I see this, aside from you feeling like you may have given way too much, or you just give, this to me could be some sort of karmic reward. So we have two different areas of it. Now, I'm not going to say that anything here looks like scary or treacherous, but I'm feeling both sides of the karmic angle in this week's spread. Even though they're not like warning cards or anything like that. There's both sides of it. But you might need to find some balance in how much effort you put forth to things. Like have someone meet you in the middle, or you meet somebody else in the middle. Let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Aquarius, because I feel like, as usual, there's all sorts of different messages layered in here. So only take what hits for you. But position number one, we have the Two of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Lots of earth, tons of earth in this week's spread. But the first thing I thought was like three's a crowd. This could represent somebody that you have the big possibility to build with, maybe someone whose energy works very well with yours. This could be highlighting someone very important to you that you work with as well. But another thing I was picking up was that like this energy, this person is much better on a one-on-one basis than it would be in a group setting. Like when other energies, other people start getting added, that's what gums up the works and makes things a little sloppy. But moving to the center, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. This is where the karmic energy really starts to take hold. Now, yes, this could be some of you waiting on something to calm down. Waiting on, like if things have been hectic, things have been crazy, just waiting. Being patient, waiting to make your next move. But another vibe I was picking up here was those hands of karma, because three of these cards with the Pentacles are karmic in nature to me. So this could be a warning about karma or somebody catching a dose like it is showing up here. Now on the back end, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Four of Swords in reverse. Maybe a lot of you feel, I don't want to say something that your kindness was taken advantage of, but you might feel like you're always giving to others and those around you, or to one specific person. Very generous, very giving. Maybe someone's not reciprocating that, but this could also represent karmic blessings from spirit. So whereas we have the challenging aspects of karmic cycles, we have the beneficial ones as well. So there's big karmic energy showing up in this week's reading for you, Aquarius, in a very nuanced type of way. Tons of pentacle energy. I'd say this is one of the more intriguing ones. Let's get you one shadow card. Let's see what's in the shadows for Aquarius. And a lot of you could just be going through tons of transformation and cycles. You know, if any of you are watching to this point in the video, like I like to look at astrology as well, and I mentioned it last week that the planet Pluto just went into Aquarius very recently. So if you have a lot of heavy Aquarian placements, that could be affecting you in a lot of ways. Lots of transformation. Let's get you one shadow card. It's in the shadows for Aquarius. Thank you. All right, Queen of Swords. That is another card that could represent yourself, how you should see things. Now, this could also be Spirit saying like, hey, you know, don't let the actions of others turn you into a cold individual. The Queen of Swords is usually very honest, straightforward, shrewd. When we see her showing up in the shadows, this is absolutely like, and yes, if it's not things about yourself, how you view yourself, like self-confidence showing up in the shadows here, this could be Spirit asking you to not be cold towards the world, or not to be world weary in this time. Maybe try to inject a little bit of that watery energy like Queen of Cups that I was speaking about. Because when you go through things, when you go through challenges, when you move through the journey of life, it is very easy to turn angry sometimes, depending on what you go through. So her in the shadows could be Spirit asking you not to get angry. Okay, or just take care of yourself as well. It's a lot of different messages, and I'll say this, Aquarius, throughout the whole reading this week, I was getting inundated with messages. Like all the messages I just spoke were about half of the ones I was feeling. So you might just be going through a lot, my friends, but that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab at the end of the Fire Air readings this weekend. But for April, I'll be running it back and giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's a brand new deck and it's a lot of fun to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which ones spoke to you most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of April, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.